Hello and welcome again to another edition of saythatinfrench.com. My name is Jean-Claude. Today we're going to learn how to say classroom expressions in French. This is the first part of, I don't know how many parts. This one focuses on expressions of discipline, and we'll see how that plays out. Okay, there's about a dozen expressions that we're going to study today. They all relate to what would be the mode impératif, the imperative mode, where you give commands to students, or when simply people say something to one another to order, well, not order people around, but to tell people what to do. Okay, so here we go. Page 1 focuses on 8 expressions, and there's 2 pages, so about 16 expressions. The first one, you'll notice that come in French is entrer or entre. Now, entrer is for the polite vous. Okay, so if you would say entrez, entrez s'il vous plaît, please. Or you could say that in a very familiar tone, entre. So, entrez for someone you do not know very well, someone who's not familiar, or perhaps someone who's older. We've gone through this in other videos that explains the tu and vous. And if you look on YouTube anywhere, it'll explain the difference between tu and vous. It's a cultural faux pas to call someone tu when you should be calling them vous. So it might be a good idea to look that up. I might even make another video myself to put it on, but I haven't done it yet. Anyway, I digress. Let's move on to the next expression. Open the door. Ouvrez or ouvre la porte. Let's go again. Ouvrez, ouvre la porte. So please open the door. Ouvrez la porte, s'il vous plaît. Or, if it's familiar, ouvre la porte, s'il te plaît. Now, you've noticed when I say s'il vous plaît or s'il te plaît, I'm also using the tu and the vous. S'il vous plaît, for something polite, or s'il te plaît. S'il vous plaît, s'il te plaît. Right, stand up. Levez-vous. 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 Or I could also say lève-toi. Lève-toi. Next one. Keep quiet. Here, polite expression, taisez-vous. Even though the spirit of the expression is not that polite, you simply want to say, please keep your mouth quiet. You could also say tais-toi. Tais-toi. And that's pretty direct if you say that to someone. Tais-toi. I think I would probably use something like tenez-vous tranquille. Okay, keep yourself calm. No, keep yourself quiet. Tenez-vous tranquille. Tiens-toi tranquille. That'd be more along these lines. So anyway, yeah, there's only one expression for keep quiet, right? Which is, the shut up, which is taisez-vous, tais-toi. All right, here we go. Second column, third column, fourth column. Leave the room. You would use, to be polite, sortez. Sortez, s'il vous plaît. Or sors. Sors, s'il te plaît. Sortez, s'il vous plaît. Sors, s'il te plaît. The window, I put that next to the door because it's the same expression. Ouvrez la fenêtre, s'il vous plaît. Or, ouvre la fenêtre, s'il te plaît. Next one, sit down. So you see that all of these can take on the polite or familiar not a mode, a tone, okay, by simply switching what you use. Here you see that asseyez-vous. Asseyez-vous, s'il vous plaît. Asseyez-vous is polite. I could also use the familiar. Assis-toi. Assis-toi, s'il te plaît. Keep still. Restez tranquille. Or I could also use the familiar. Reste tranquille. Now, if you're hoping that this can be spelled out for you, on a later page, I have these all spelled out with the polite and the familiar. Okay, so let's move on to page 2. Take your seat. Allez à votre place. Les élèves, allez à votre place. Or I could say, in familiar tone, vas à ta place. Vas à ta place. Because the second person singular for the verb go, aller, is va, V-A-S. Okay? Attention in English simply takes on a different pronunciation. Attention. Attention. Okay, here we go. Listen carefully becomes écoutez bien. Écoutez bien. Écoutez bien. The familiar would be écoute bien. Écoute bien. Next expression, stand up straight. Tenez-vous droite. Tenez-vous droite. Tenez-vous droite. Tenez-vous droite. The familiar expression would be tiens-toi droite. Tiens-toi droite. Now that's a bit of a tongue twister when you say it a little quicker. Tiens-toi droite. Tiens-toi droite. See, I rest my case. Next, stay at your seat. Stay at your seat becomes restez à votre place. Restez. Restez, vous, okay? Restez à votre place. If it's familiar, reste à ta place. Reste à ta place. Pay close attention becomes faites. It's the second person.
Could Lauren Monroe and...
Sorry, a little hiccup there. There was an announcement. I had to pause the video. All right. Pay close attention becomes faites bien attention. It's the second person plural of the verb faire, to do. Okay, do close attention. Well, pay close attention. So in the familiar, it becomes fais bien attention. So faites bien attention for vous. For tu, fais bien attention. F-A-I-S. Fais bien attention. Okay, next. Look at the board. Regardez le tableau. Regardez le tableau. The familiar one would be regarde le tableau. Regarde le tableau. So let's compare. Regardez le tableau versus regarde le tableau. Last expression, calm down. The polite one, calmez-vous. Calmez-vous, monsieur, or calmez-vous, mademoiselle. Okay. Here, that becomes familiar. Calme-toi. 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 All right. So, let's look at some expressions, see if you can recognize these expressions, and maybe find out the equivalent in English. First one, entrer, entre. So that's the French expression for enter. Okay. S'il vous plaît, entrez, or you could say, s'il te plaît, entre. Entre dans la salle, enter the room. Sortez, sors. This means exit. Sortez de la salle. Sors de la salle. Salle is the room. Next expression. Ouvrez. Ouvre. Remember that one. Ouvre is the French expression for open. So you use this in a sentence such as ouvrez la porte. Ouvrez la fenêtre. Okay? Or open your books. Ouvrez vos livres. All right, next one. Levez-vous or lève-toi. Levez-vous or lève-toi. And this is the French expression for stand up. Okay? So, levez-vous s'il vous plaît or lève-toi s'il te plaît. It's a good practice to do. It's a good drill work to say when you say levez-vous or when you use the honorific, right? To use the s'il vous plaît. And then if you use the familiar one, you would simply say, for example, ouvre la porte s'il te plaît. Lève-toi s'il te plaît. So if you use one, try to use the other. Gets your brain working well. Okay, here we go. Next one. Asseyez-vous. Assis-toi. That's the French expression for sit down. Okay, asseyez-vous s'il vous plaît. Assis-toi s'il te plaît. Next expression. Taisez-vous. Tais-toi. You recognize that one? That's for be quiet. Restez, reste. That means stay. Allez, va. Go. That means go. I could use this in saying allez au bureau. Bureau is the office. Vas au bureau, s'il te plaît. Next one, faites or fait. This is the verb to do. If I would say do your homework, faites votre devoir, ou faites vos devoirs, excusez. Do your homework. Devoir is always plural. Okay, faites vos devoirs, or fais tes devoirs. Next one, écoutez. Écoutez, écoute, very familiar one, okay, it's listen. Écoutez s'il vous plaît, or écoute s'il te plaît. Next one, regardez, or regarde, look. Regardez au tableau, regardez, or regarde le tableau s'il te plaît. Next one, tenez-vous. Tenez-vous is keep yourself or stand, whichever context you use it in. So, tenez-vous droite or tiens-toi droite. Okay? And the last one, calmez-vous. That one is an easy one. It looks very much like the English calm. Calmez-vous, calm down. Calme-toi. All right. So, let's flip it in reverse now. Come in, see if you can recognize that one. See if you can remember that one. It's not just recognizing now. Before we were doing recognizing, now we're doing remembering. A little more complex. Come in. Entrez. Excellent. Leave the room. Sortez. Well done. Open the door. Ouvrez la porte. The window. La fenêtre. Excellent. Ouvrez la fenêtre, or ouvre la fenêtre. Stand up. Levez-vous. Many times the teacher will say, debout les élèves. Debout means standing up. Okay, debout. But if you really want to be picky, you would say, levez-vous. Sit down. Asseyez-vous. Assis-toi. Excellent. Keep quiet. Taisez-vous. Tais-toi. Keep still. Reste tranquille. Or, very polite, restez tranquille. Still. Tranquille. Next round, round 2. Take your seat. Allez à votre place. Vas à ta place. Stay at your seat. Restez à votre place. Reste à ta place. Attention. You remember how to pronounce that one? Attention. Excellent. Pay close attention. Faites bien attention. A common error here is to think that pay is going to be pay bien attention. It doesn't translate literally. Okay, it's the do close attention or do due attention to. All right, so it doesn't translate literally. Just one to remember. Listen carefully. Écoutez bien. Excellent. You remember that one. Look at the board. Regardez le tableau. Or regarde le tableau. Stand up straight becomes tenez-vous droite. Calm down. Calmez-vous. And I believe that's the last one. Yes. All right. A little bit of a quiz. See if you can pick out the right answer. Look at the board. Is it A, allez à votre place? Is it B, regardez le tableau? Is it C, ouvrez la porte? Or is it D, calmez-vous? That's right. It's the letter B, regardez le tableau. All right. So that brings us to the end. Thanks for watching. If you really like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the red button down on the right-hand bottom side of this video. And for more helpful expressions to help you in French, please visit saythatinfrench.com. That's it for this session, this installment. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and keep practicing French.